Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Qezics here, and it's the first episode of a new series called Silent Sundays. Every Sunday, I'm gonna be putting out a little quick bandlab tutorial so you guys can make music how I do, and hopefully make music even better than I do, so y'all can blow up, do whatever you want to do, get in the music career, whatever. So for this episode, we're gonna be talking about like background vocals. I don't really know what's the term for it, but in this song, which is coming out soon, Wanted, this is like how it sounds like with it, and this is what the background vocals sound on their own. All of my diamonds are yellow, what just like my teeth. I got her the bling and the cheese. BMI off for the charts, you already know that my pockets they staying obese. So that's like with it, and I got another section right here with more. Wanted, wanted, wanted. All of my money is foreign, foreign, foreign. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's these sections right here, the red, green, and blue. And this is what they sound like on their own without the beat, right? So this is the red section. Ooh, right? And this is like the trio. And then with the beat. See what I'm saying? And basically, having this in your song, it's very subtle. You don't really notice it unless you pay attention. But I guarantee you, if you were to play two versions of a song, let's say one with this background stuff and one without, there'd be a big, big, big difference. Burp break. Burp break finished. So basically, the way you really want to have these vocals, I'm gonna call them. I don't know what the term is. If you know what it is, comment it real quick. But the way you want to have them is you don't want them to be loud. That's first off. If you look at the volume levels, we have two that's like just above the basic mark because these are the deeper. Like this one right here, the green one, and then that's like semi high. This one's deeper, and this one's like the highest. And what I've noticed is when it comes to having these, especially when you have them layered on top of each other, the deep ones are going to be masked over like the high pitched ones. Because for me at least, when I'm recording high pitched ones, I'm generally louder compared to recording deeper ones because I'm like more naturally able to do a deep voice compared to a high pitched voice. It's not in my range, so it requires more air, and more air means it's louder. So that specific one, that volume for the blue one, is gonna go lower. But basically, the way to do this is first you want to have your beat, right? You want to get the feel for the beat. You want to know the key. And honestly, I'd say record some vocals first. Because I got some vocals here, right? All of my diamonds are yellow, what just like my teeth. I got her the bling and the cheese. Right? All of my diamonds are yellow, it just like my teeth. I got her the bling and the cheese, right? Lyrics, whatever, that's not the point. The point is, you want to have main vocals just so you could understand the beat and feel for it, because that's the most important part. Because what I did here, it was just raw, right? And I can even redo it again for you right now. You just want to feel for the beat, like listen to songs and like in your head, like just randomly say right. That's what you're going for. You just want to be natural, like as if you're at a concert or you're singing a song and you're just humming it, humming like a part of the song that would sound nice, like with the beat. So like the beat itself is just let me get that for you. Na 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 na. See what I'm saying? How I just went from da na 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 to ooh. That's how I did this, and it's super simple. Some beats, they're gonna be harder than other beats, of course, right? But you really just want to have a feel for the beat and just feel what you're doing, because once you do that, you can just hum over it. And then this is like the first section here without the added to. This is just me messing around, and I'll even record some for you right now. Alright, so now we in bandlab. And this is the preset that I used for this part. If you want to get the preset, you don't have to like up, comment, follow, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? But basically, wrong way. I'll just redo it right now while I'm here. Let's redo this. Alright, I'll redo it now while I'm here so you guys get a better idea of how it's supposed to sound like, right? Let's go. Bring it back. We gonna ignore the fact that we're out of breath because I ain't take a deep breath. I kind of just went on after talking. But this is what it sounds like. As you can see, it's subtle. That's the point. If you were to play, I'm not to that. If we were to play the what's it called, the main vocals over this, you're barely gonna be able to hear it. All of my diamonds are yellow, what jet like my teeth. I got it, the bling and the cheese. BMI off for the charts, you already know that my pockets they staying obese. Right, you could barely hear the secondary vocals, but that's the point. You're not supposed to be able to focus on them. They're an addition. If you got a main dish, like a meal, right? You got the main dish, let's say it's like rice and chicken. On the side, you're gonna have, I don't know, like coleslaw or something, right? I'm just saying random things, right? It's a side. It complements the main thing. It doesn't take it over. It doesn't take its spot. It complements it. However, if you're trying to do this and it does not complement it well, then do not add it. Okay? Because that's important. Let me see if I have a different preset. If I put this on. Oh, okay, never mind then. But as I was saying, it should complement it. If it does not complement it, remove it. If you're having, let's say, rice, right? You got rice and you got chicken, standard, right? And then out of nowhere, you put pineapples on it. You put tomatoes on it, right? Maybe you like that. I don't know. I'm just saying random stuff, right? And then I don't know. You put a pizza on your rice. You put a hamburger on your rice. A hot dog on your rice. That is not complimenting it, right? Even if you have it on the side, it's not complimenting the rice. It's not like a fit meal, right? Now, that doesn't mean hot dogs and sandwiches and all that is bad. That means there's just different stuff that complements those items better. If you cannot get it right, it's because you're probably doing it wrong or you just shouldn't do it at all. Some songs do not need this addition, but the songs that do, it elevates the song. So, when trying, you really got to figure out, is this making the song sound better, or does it sound offbeat, does it sound janky, does it sound weird, does it sound wacky, and should I get rid of it? If you should get rid of it, please get rid of it. You're ruining your song. However, if you can do it successfully, go ahead and add it. You're elevating your song. Now, let's go over these next two. I'll mute the red one. You've heard the green one. Let's do that first. Sounds like this. Right? It's a higher pitch. Now, I'm pretty sure this is called like a harmony or whatever. We gotta go over this real quick. So, in a harmony, at least, I don't know if this is correct. I don't know if you like you do music or whatever. You can correct me. I was in band for just a little bit, but I was percussion. So this is just like my basic understanding of watching like 2 choir videos and playing my singing monsters. So, and then like a harmony, there's the normal pitch, like the basic pitch, like of the song, whatever, the pitch. There's the amped up pitch, the higher version. And then you can either go lower, depending on if the normal pitch is already low, or you can go twice higher again, which is what I did this song. I noticed that the main pitch was pretty low in itself, right? Here, I'll play that. That was pretty low. So I went higher up one. Right here. And I was like, well, I don't want to go lower again, so I'll go even higher again. See what I'm saying? Now, I'm not sure why I did the left ear, right ear thing. I'll probably change that later on. However, in this here, right, what happens to a lot of people is when they try to go higher pitch and then lower pitch, it sounds really weird. And that happened to me for a very, very long time. And I will say, you will not get better unless you practice. Practice, practice, practice. That is the absolute key to improving how you do this, right? I got probably 50 untitled projects of depressing songs, like indie music, like sad beats, just so I can practice harmonies. Because I feel like on those beats, it's easier to like sing than to rap. So I quote unquote sing on them, even though it sounds horrible. I sing on them just so that it can improve my harmonies. And then I try the higher pitch, try the lower pitch. I have this one untitled beat. I've have probably hundreds and hundreds of different revisions. And each one, it either gets worse or better. And at some point, it started to get better. If I were to do it now compared to when I did last time, it would sound a lot better. Because as I make more songs, I'm using what I learned. And this is another key point that applies to whatever video I make or whatever song you make. Every song, you are improving at something. If you're not learning from each of your songs, you're doing something wrong. That's a bar. I'm about to put it in a song. If you're not learning from each of your songs, you're doing something wrong. Every song I make, I'm not necessarily trying something new, but I'm trying to improve what I did compared to last time. If I did one sad song, I make a couple rap songs, sure, and I go to my next sad song, I'm going to look back at my old sad songs, see what I did right, see what sounded off, see what I did wrong, this and that. I'm going to fix that in my next song. Because if you're not learning per song, your music is not going to get better. Your fan base is not going to grow because your music is just going to sound the same 24/7. There's a lot of artists who make great music, but if you listen to probably 3 of their songs, you know what their entire discovery sounds like. Because they don't improve. They find one style, they found one voice, and they think, I'm done. I'm never improving this voice. I'm never going to fix this voice. That's wrong. You can have a style, but that doesn't mean that style can't expand. That doesn't mean that style can't get better. There's always room for improvement. And when you say there isn't, you've already locked yourself in. So that's why it's important, especially with these harmonies, because these took me such a long, long time to really get down. I'm talking months. For months, I ruined my own self-esteem thinking that I'm a horrible artist because I can't do this correctly. It's a lot of work. I don't even know what I'm saying no more. Basically, if you want to get your harmonies down, you really got to practice. What I recommend, what I did, is I'd find a bunch of free-for-profit beats on YouTube. I put them in an untitled project, and I just practice singing over the chorus section. Just singing, right? Just singing, singing, singing. I don't care if it sounds good. Then I try the higher pitch, then the lower pitch, and I try again and again and again for multiple type of beats. Just keep doing it for months end, right? And then out of nowhere one day, right, I'm making a rap song, and I try that on the rap song. It sounds beautiful, even though all these songs beforehand sound horrible. I learned and I learned and I learned. So when I finally did it on an actual song, it sounded really good because I kept trying and trying. That's the part of music a lot of people don't talk about. You can't just start this and become good ASAP. You really got to learn and practice. If music ain't what you really dedicated to, you ain't going to be able to, you ain't willing to do all the work to learn. I did that work, and you can do it too. And that's why I'm teaching you this stuff, right? So for these like harmonies, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, right? You really got to get like at some point, you kind of just know how high to go. And what I recommend is this feature that I'm using right now. Do you see in the bottom right that headphones button? Click that so it's white. If I turn it off, you won't be able to hear me, right? See what I'm saying? You won't be able to hear me. What that means is I can hear myself. That's good. Because then I can just go, right? Until I find that pitch that works. I can just keep going like, all of my diamonds are yellow. 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 All of my diamonds are yellow with gel at my teeth. That's good. That would work with the main beat. All of my diamonds are yellow with gel at my teeth. I got all the bling and the cheese. Right? That would work. And so that's why you just want to mess around. Mess around and practice. That's going to be what gets you to what you want in terms of music. Thank you for watching. Next Sunday, I'll put out another tutorial. And I'll see you next time. Qezics out.